to my sewing vlog, The Seaside Sewist. I'm Natalie and this is my YouTube channel all about dressmaking, sewing, crafts, cross stitch, embroidery, bit of everything really. So if you want to hear more about that sort of content, then please hit the subscribe button. It would be lovely to have you over here. So this video is going to be all about my July plans. I've got quite a few plans. Some of them, or one of them, is a bit of a sort of practice run. So I'm going to be doing the Elsie Dress by Sew Over It, hopefully in a John Caldor fabric for a wedding that we're going to right at the start of September. But I think I need to do a toile of the bodice and have a go at putting the invisible zip in the back. It's a really fitted bodice. I'll put a picture of it in here for you. So it's a really fitted bodice and then it goes out in a full skirt. But because it's made from a cotton sateen, which is quite a structured fabric, I don't want it to not fit properly. I had to buy another 2 meters of the fabric from Minerva. I already had 2 meters from a couple of years ago that I bought from Fabrics, but I obviously didn't have enough. It's nearly 4 meters for that dress, so I've spent quite a lot of money on the fabric, so I don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to toile the bodice for that. Also, as part of the Minerva ambassador team, Minerva have just released their own range of fabrics. They've been a long time coming. I've probably waited a couple of months for this fabric to come through. So at the time I chose this fabric, and I am Irma dress and shirt pattern to make in the fabric that I'm going to show you in a second. Now, I am not into this sort of oversized shirt dress with the high-low hem. I'm just, that's not my style. So I'm going to go for one of the shirt options, and one of them has got a normal sleeve and then one's got more of a balloon sleeve. So I'm going to have a look at which one of those I fancy. So I think the fabric that I've chosen for that is going to be absolutely fine for this pattern. I haven't made any IM patterns actually before. Recommended fabrics are poplin, viscose, lightweight denim, crepe, washed linen, chambray, wax, flannel, lightweight cotton twill, lightweight woolen fabric, or lightweight jacquard. So quite a range there, and it goes from bust of 32.25, waist of 24.5, hip of 34 5/8, up to bust of 40 1/8, waist of 32.25 and hip of 42.5. So not a massive size there, and it does say intermediate. There is a lot going on with this. It's got a collar and a collar stand and a sort of hidden button placket and the cuffs, so that's going to be quite a challenging one for me. So I've got that pattern ready there, and then this is the fabric that I chose. So I think this one was called Confetti, and it's on a black, I don't even know where it is, I think it's a viscose, very high quality. So it's on a black background, and then it's got, as it says on the tin, all like confetti in purple, light blue, green, dark green, fuchsia pink, yellow. It's lovely, and it does have a lovely drape, but without being too much, you know. So it's it is a lovely fabric. So I've got 2.5 meters of that, because if I then make the balloon sleeve, it's going to use quite a lot of it. So that is one of the new Minerva fabrics, which are now live, and there's some beautiful ones, really beautiful ones. If you can hear that scratching, I think we've got birds sat in our new guttering, so I think they come along every now and again just to see what I'm sewing. So that is that plan. And then I've also got my Sawley Jane plan. So every month now, so rewind a bit, I subscribed to the Sawley Jane boxes for a couple of years, and then I couldn't get through the fabric. I don't know, I just lost my sojo a bit with it, so the fabric was mounting up, and so I felt to me it was a waste of money because I just wasn't using it. So I de-stashed a lot of the fabric, and I thought I'll start again. But I think having my YouTube channel has given me, I've inspired myself, if that makes sense. So I've inspired myself to resubscribe, and I'm going to get the box every month, and throughout that month I'm going to sew up the fabric. So whether it's a garment with the main fabric, or whether the fabric doesn't particularly suit me, I might make cushions with it, and sell them on my Etsy shop, things like that. So I'm going to, at the minute I'm working through my June one, which is, it's actually quite exciting. So I'm using the main fabric to make a couple of garments. I'm going to use the fat quarters that I got to follow the Tamlin's fat quarter tutorial, and then we got some little embroidery transfers, so I'm making something quite exciting with those. And it's just, for me, it's made the box last all month really, because I just keep dipping in and out of it. So then every month now, when I do my plans for the following month, the July box of the Sawley Jane, which is a complete surprise, is going to be one of my makes, but it's a bit of a wild card because it's a mystery. I don't know what I'm going to make with it until I open it. So I think that's enough to be getting on with. I'm coming to the end of a fortnight off, so when I go back to work, it's Sunday today. When I go back to work on Wednesday, I've been working for 10 days. So then all of a sudden you're sort of getting towards mid-July. So I think that is more than enough for me to be getting on with throughout July. So let me know if you've made that Irma. I think I watched Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne. I watched her YouTube when she was making this, and I think, if I remember rightly, she had some issues with it. So let me know if you've had any issues, whether you think this fabric is the correct sort of fabric to be using with it, and let me know what you think of the Minerva fabrics. Has anybody else ordered any of the other ones? It's a really lovely quality. It's really lovely. So I'm really looking forward to getting that pre-washed and getting that sewn up. So please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. I've also set up a Ko-fi account, or to buy me virtual coffee. However, I do prefer tea, but it won't split hairs. And that is just where you can go and buy me a coffee, like a virtual coffee, but it all helps towards funding content like this. So whether it funds some better equipment for me to use, or it funds a day out to a fabric shop to make better content, it all helps really. So I'd be really grateful if you could go over and do that. So please give me a subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.